Peace and blessings. Glory, glory to the eternal, forever living God. As long as we keep our mind set on Him, He gonna keep us in perfect peace. As long as we follow after His laws, His statutes, and His limitations, His judgments, He's gonna lift us up. He's gonna bless us. He's gonna walk with us, for He has promised never to forsaken us and our lives. Glory, glory to the eternal, forever living God. Now, family, it's your brother Jehoshaphat Israel here in the house that God has made. And on this sit down and in this day, I would just like to let me go ahead, family. Let me go ahead and apologize to you, brother. Let me apologize to you, sister, because sometimes I have to take a rest. Anybody that does any videos or whatever we're out here doing, we be committed to it. But it has its pros and its cons, but it also takes in on our bodies. So we have to rest. You know what I'm saying? I just can't sit up here every single day. I would like to, you know what I'm saying? And you see my track record. Y'all see I've been running and I've been pushing out. But it comes to a point to where anybody that does to make shows at YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it might be, we have to take time to rest. You know what I'm saying? Rest. I just can't. I've been going since last Sunday, and I haven't really rested. I took yesterday to rest the full day, to do no shows at all. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can rest, so I can be strong for y'all. Now, on today's show, now we know we have the Proverbs in the Bible, and anything and every Proverbs that's in the Bible is true. But on this show, in the house that God has made, we're going to look at the popular sayings in the world, old school sayings in the world. Does it hold water to this day? I believe it does. Because people been on this earth for thousands and thousands and millions of years. And God, He said that there is nothing new under the sun. So just like people can complain about God, I'll give you an example. By now, any excuse for a person not to believe in God, it has already been said. Already, you know what I'm saying? Already, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, people have been saying, promoting and putting this language out in the world of why they don't want to believe in God. So anything, you know what I'm saying? Everything under the sun is not new. It is not. It is always has all been done several times. That's why the saying is, there is nothing new under the sun. What does that mean? There is nothing new that a man or a woman can do. We look at it and we be like, oh, that's new. Oh, that's new. That's some new stuff. No, it's not. We don't even know if people was doing that 500 years ago. We think it's a new dance. We think it's a new song. We think it's a new show. We think it's something. Oh, they wear their hat like that. Oh, they wear their clothes like that. Everything that's under the sun has already been done. For as men can only do so much. Women can only do so much. We can only say so much. We can only think so much. We can only want so much. You know what I'm saying? That's why I sit here and tell you, there is nothing new under the sun. People were saying it back then. People are saying it now, because there's only so much that a woman can do. It's only so much that she can speak. It's only so much that she can think. It's only so much that she'll want. So as we look at these old sayings, I want you to question yourself. Does this hold water to this day? Can I apply these things to my life? And if y'all like the show, y'all already know y'all got to like, comment, subscribe, share, come support your brother. Come be a part of this family. But to promote, you know what I'm saying? To promote, to get me out there like that. Y'all know y'all already got to do that. But I want to know, in your personal life, does it hold water? You know what I'm saying? Does it hold water? Does it apply? I learned in life a long time ago that all these things they apply. You know what I'm saying? They apply to our life, because there is nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new. You'd be like, oh, well, Jehoshaphat, we got quantum computers. You don't know if we had quantum computers back in the day. You do not know that. God said in this word that when one generation passes away, the next generation that rises knows nothing of that former generation. What does that mean, Jehoshaphat? It is 2026. Damn, I almost said 2024. I almost jumped in the future on y'all. You know, your brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm always jumping around in time. I almost said 24, 26. It's going to be 20. It's 2026, family. There is nothing new under the sun. Just because we got helicopters and we got computers and we got all this technology doesn't mean it wasn't done before. What did God said? When a generation passes away, the next generation that rises against will know nothing about the previous generation that came before. 500 years from now, all they can do is speculate on how we live our life right now. Right now, you know what I'm saying? You be like, whoa, Jehoshaphat, we got newspapers and we got books and we got television and we got computers. It doesn't matter. They're not walking in our shoes. They don't see the world how we see the world. So they can only speculate the things of how we live right now in 2026. Family, 200 years from now, they're going to be speculating on how we lived our life right now. They do not know, family. Just like we really don't know about the turn of the century. We can look back at the Renaissance and the explosion of technologies, and we can wonder all day, but we really don't know how them people were living their life like that. So in this sit down for today, we're going to look at all the old sayings. It's so many of them, family. I live by these things, family. Soon as the old people, they told me, I start integrating these things into my life because they have helped me, family. So let's go at the first one. A bad excuse is better than none. Can you imagine that, family? Okay, them people were dependent on you. They were relying on you for something. Whatever it was it at your work? Was it at your school? Was it at your family? But if you can understand, if you can give them any excuse, you know what I'm saying, for them to calm down, it'd be better than nothing. It'd be better than you just sitting up there and you tell them the truth like that. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, Jehoshaphat, I thought you was a truthful man. But sometimes we got to spare people. Sometimes we really do, family. We got to spare. So the old saying is, a bad excuse is better than none. Does that carry weight to that day? Does that hold water?
Ma'am, assignment. അത് പിന്നെ ma'am.
Now, she brought in her assignment later than what it was supposed to be turned in, and she gave a horrible excuse of why she wasn't on time. And what did the lady say? A bad excuse is better than no excuse. Now, the next one. So I want you to think about that in your life and use that. You know what I'm saying? Is a bad excuse is better than no excuse at all, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Sister, are you listening? You know what I'm saying? They got to get something from you. They got to hear something from you. Okay, now the next one on the list is a bad penny always turns up. What does that mean to you? You know what I'm saying? They just come up to you and they be like, are you talking about pennies? What do you mean? The old saying, the old proverb, doesn't matter where you live at. This is all these sayings come from the whole entirety of the world. All of mankind has put in on this. There's not a nation. There's not a tongue. There's not a lineage. There's not a group of people that has not put in on this. All these sayings come from all the people in the world who has ever lived before you came here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think. They can sit up there all day, be like, God is not real. They can say whatever they want. The old people came to the conclusion that God is real. So you really got to think what God said was real. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, you know what I'm saying? What did they know that you don't know? Now, the saying is a bad penny always turns up. To me, it means that I can lose something, but as long as I stay diligent, I'm going to find it. Either it's going to turn up, and it always happens like this, family. I'll be looking for it. I can't find it. But when I stop looking for it, it finds its damn self. So when they say a bad penny always turns up, I believe them.
Proverbial phrases are always something that kind of are baffling at times. Like the phrase, a bad penny will always turn up. Well, if a bad penny turns up, just grab the rest of your change that you have in your pocket or your wallet or your middle console, grab it all up, count it really quick, and go buy yourself a cup of coffee. That bad penny turned into something good, and you have a hot beverage to wake your ass up. Win-win!
And it is. it's a
Proverbial
it's
phrases
a
are always
win
something
it's a win-win to me because now I know a bad penny always turns up. When I lose something, I'm not going to be sitting over there stressing trying to find it. I'm not, and I've did that in 2025. I have tore apart every single thing that I belong to look for some inanimate object, a piece of paper, a key, a cell phone, a wallet, a credit card. I'm not doing that no more, family. I'm not doing it. The old saying is a bad penny will always turns up. To me, that means I'm going to find it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it always turns up, family. Why stress about it? Now, the old saying is a bad workman blames his tools. Me, to be honest with you, if the quality of work that I put out, if it's good, the people that come up to me, they be like, oh, Jehosa, oh, the job, brother, you did a good job. It looks so wonderful. But if I myself don't appreciate the work that I did, I'm going to rate it really low. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to rate it all the way low. Everybody else, they be sitting there, they be like, oh, brother Jehoshaphat, Israel is good, brother, it's good, brother. But if I don't like the quality of the effort of the work that I put out on it, I'm not going to claim it like that at all. But the old saying, a bad workman always blames his tools. I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? I see it with sorry people that do jobs that they will not take accountability of a failure in life, something that they did wrong. They always so quick to blame other things, other outside influences on why they couldn't get the damn job done or why it looked the way that it looked.
A bad workman always blames his tools. Are you the type of person who blames everything on the outside as part of the problem? If you're using this pen, and it's not writing, your first instance is not to wonder whether the problem was user error, and it's the pen that's the problem. It is powerful to be introspective when you learn to assess yourself first before you assess another person or blame another person. When you learn to assess how you're using a tool before you blame the tool for being broken or being bad.
That's half of people in relationships right now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know what I'm saying? What is the old saying? A bad workman blames his tools. That's like 80% of people in relationship. They are the workmen. And instead of blaming themselves for their own follies, for their shortcomings, they gonna blame their partner like they was the only one doing wrong. You ain't never did nothing wrong, brother. Sister, you ain't never did nothing wrong. Brother, your hands is clean. Sister, your nose is clean. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's to a point to where people don't want to accept accountability for the things that they have done. See these old sayings, you can use them in any part of your life. I just want to know today, does it hold water? Does it carry weight?
Blames everything on the
Oh, sister, thank you for coming to the show this morning time. Sister, thank you for coming to the show this morning time. I hope they understand. You know what I'm saying? I hope they use this in their life. It's not just so complex as we sitting over here talking about work and tools. It's much more than that. It means much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Way more than that. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Now, to be honest with you, I never really understood what that meant. When the old people, when they told me, you know what I'm saying, they was all like, hold on, Jehoshaphat, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. What the hell does that mean? You know what I'm saying? What does it mean?
In the hand is worth two in the bush. What does this expression mean? It means that it's better to hold on to something that we already have, even if it's something small, than risk it for something bigger or better that we still don't know. Thank you for watching.
Okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Why take chances on things? Remember, this applies to the whole aspects of your life: relationship, finances, possessions, emotions, you know what I'm saying? Friendships. It applies to the whole gambit of your whole life. It just doesn't, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. No, this applies to everything. So that lets me know what this saying is. If I got a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Don't throw away the good thing that I got to try to get something better. You see how this falls on women? No, Jehoshaphat, don't find no. but baby girl, you had a good man. No, Joseph, you're not talking about me. He was a traveling. Joseph, he was traveling. I'm just saying, sister, you know what I'm saying? What is the old saying? A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. I got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm living cool on this side of town. Over on that side of town, it looks even better, but I'm good right here. The job that you're working is good where you at right now. You know what I'm saying? You good. Okay, you can get a job paying you $3 more money. You know what I'm saying? Probably be more on your health and your dental and your vision, but you good right where you are. Now, how does this doesn't apply to relationships? My brother got a good woman. He need to keep that good woman. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to be looking with his eyes. He don't need to be looking around. Oh, Jehoshaphat, I'm looking, Jehoshaphat. You know, Negro, you don't need to be looking at nothing. You need to be happy with the woman that you got. So I learned, family, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. It is, family. What happens when you give up what you had that was good for something that is not as good or not what you thought it was? So this is why I say here in the house that God has made, these old sayings, these old proverbs that was taught to us as children that have been soaring around this whole planet since humanity has started. And everybody has put in on this. The Asians, they put in on this. The Russians, they put in on this. The Africans, they put on this. They put in on this. The people who live in Sierra Leone, they put in on this. The French put in on this. The Mexicans put in on this. The South Americans put in on this. The Canadians put in on this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is a part of these old sayings. Okay, now the next one that's up on my list is a cat may look at a king. I don't really know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I really, when they said it to me, you know what I'm saying? A cat may be look at a king. What the hell does that mean? I don't even know what it means, family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie to you. So let me get a visual. Let me get something visual going so they could teach me.
Today's proverb: a cat may look at a king.
You know what I'm saying? A cat. Okay, the old saying. You could call it a proverb because the majority of old sayings come from the Bible. Can you give me an example? Okay, let me go down my list real quick. Let me look for an old proverb that is in, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. An old proverb, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. That comes from the book of Genesis. That comes directly from Moses. You know what I'm saying? Moses. So that's why I'm saying that all these proverbs come from humanity. It doesn't matter what region. It doesn't matter what creed. It doesn't matter what nationality. It doesn't matter what tongue. It doesn't matter that this came from BC. Doesn't matter. We in AC right now. You know what I'm saying? And it still applies to this day. So what, and all of them, family, all of any great saying that's in our word of God is in the sayings that are in the world. So it is a part of it. You could say God is a part of every good thing that's ever been said. Every good saying that's ever been said for people to live their life. Remember, there is nothing new under the sun. If man thought it, he did it. If the woman was thinking about it and she wanted to say it, she said it. If the woman wanted to create something new, she did that. If the man wanted to make something new, he did that. And it's just the fact that there's no recollection of 10,000 years ago of modern life. There's nothing like that. We can only speculate on how people live. So what is the saying? A cat may look at a king. What does that mean?
Here is today's proverb: a cat may look at a king. For example, you're at work, you make a suggestion to your boss says, "How dare you talk to me like that and make a suggestion to me? You're just a cat." You can say, "A cat may look at a king. I have the right to talk to you."
So what I got out of it, now what I got out of it, out of my own personal life, how it affects me. Okay, I can go to the supervisor people and I can tell them something good about what they should do. Do you think they listen to me? Okay, I said it and I put in that suggestion. I put in that suggestion to my supervisor. I put in that suggestion to the managers and the owners. Do you think they will listen to me? No, they're not going to listen to Jehoshaphat. They're going to wait 6 and 7 months, and then they're going to do it, and then they're going to act like they came up with the idea in the first place. So I got to think, you know what I'm saying? Is it better to let these people suffer? You know what I'm saying? Is it better for me to sit back and have all these good ideas and good things, and I know the people, they just going to steal my idea, and they just going to take credit, and then they're going to play me underfoot? Why should I even go tell these people? That's why the cat had to look at the king. That's why. What's the old saying? A cat may look at a king. Why the cat looking at the king? Because the king is doing something stupid. The king is doing something wrong. The king is doing something backwards. Now, I'm just saying, family, if you didn't know what it meant, I know what it means now. I'm going to stop, family. I'm going to stop giving up all my good suggestions to these people for them to just steal my ideas and then don't give me no damn credit for it. Okay, what's the next one on the list? A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. I know what that means. I know what it means. But let's go into a visual confirmation.
Check on your strong friends, you heard me. Sometimes we need that energy that we put out right back. A lot of people like to say, oh, I know you got this, you good, you always gonna be straight. And even though that might be the case, because I feel like I done made it through hell and back, I done recovered from things that I never thought I'd heal from, I still deserve that space to be honest with myself, to be honest with y'all, and let y'all know when my heart heavy, when I'm not feeling tip-top shape, when I feel like my soul need a break. Just because you the strong friend, you shouldn't have to hide those emotions. Do me a favor, go check on y'all strong friends today. I'm just the messenger. God bless you.
Thank you for coming to the show today, brother. Thank you for coming to the show today. Now, what's the saying? A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. I really believe this because I look at my life and I look at all my shortcomings and I try to build myself up. The things that I fear, the things that I'm lazy about, the things that I don't know about, the things that I need to study more on, whatever that looks like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that seems in the grand scheme of things in my life, you know what I'm saying? I look at my weak points in my life and I try to strengthen those things because I believe what the old saying is. The old saying, shouts out to my sister, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Why is that? Because everybody got a weak point. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this person might be strong in this. That person might be strong in that. They might be weak in this. They might be weak in that. But we all have our follies. We all have our shortcomings. We all have points in our life to where we be weak, especially when you on a team. You know what I'm saying? You as strong as your weakest link. You as strong as your weakest player. You know what I'm saying? That's on your team. You know what I'm saying? Now, my question that I asked for today, does it apply to your life, brother? Does it apply to your life, sister? Okay, you heard the old saying. Will you try to change anything up about your life? What's the old saying? A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Brother, thank you for coming to the show today. Thank you for coming to the show today. The next one that we're going to look at is a dog is a man's best friend. I believe that, you know what I'm saying? Because when my family was taken away from me and all my possessions was seized and everything was taken and stolen away from me, all I had was my dog. You know what I'm saying? All I had was my doggies, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't leave me. And my dogs was kind of strange. They would fight people for me, but they want me to fight dogs for them. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? That's how my dogs treated me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out in the world. You know what I'm saying? A human being come up to me. They will eat that person up. No hesitation. You know what I'm saying? A human, man or woman, boy or child, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? When my dogs was in this world and they was living. But the shoe was on the other foot. When a dog came up to them and he wanted to fight, I had to fight the damn dog. You seen how my dogs did me? You think I'm playing with you? You know what I'm saying? Be like, no, they didn't, Joseph. No, they didn't. Yes, he did. You know what I'm saying? Daddy Max, when Daddy Max was getting big old rock roller, getting into it with somebody, he gonna look up at me like, oh, Jehoshaphat, you ain't gonna fight this dog for me. I fought all them humans for you. You know what I'm saying? It was like a trade, and I had to go get the damn stick and fight the damn dog. Shay mama, anytime she got into something, you know what I'm saying? She gonna look up at me. Oh, Jehoshaphat, you ain't gonna fight this girl, dog. This girl, dog, all them men, I bit in their ass. And I had to go over there, family. I had to go over there. So when the old saying says that a dog is a man's best friend, them dogs never left me. When I was all sad and I was all depressed and I was all lonely and I had anxiety, they came up to me and they look up at me with their puppy dog. What's wrong with your Daddy Max to come up to me? What's wrong with Jehoshaphat? What's wrong with you? You all right, Jehoshaphat? Let's go outside. Throw the ball around. I catch it for you, running back to you. Mama, she'd come up to me. You know what I'm saying? She'd come up to me. She see me all sad. She'd be like, what's wrong? Oh, what's wrong, Jehoshaphat? It's all right. Just pat my head, Jehoshaphat. It's going to be all right, baby. So when they say, what's the old saying? A dog is a man's best friend. I believe I believe that, family. I believe that.
Dog for 3 days, and he will remember you for 3 years. Feed the human for 3 years, and he will forget you in 3 days.
No.
I'm sick of you in that damn dog.
No, Rubby. I miss you too, huh? She jealous.
Okay, thank you, brother, for coming up to the show today. Okay, the next saying is a fool, and this comes directly from the Bible. Remember what I said. There is nothing new under the sun. Anything that has been done before. Is it repeat? As we catching life on a repeat, we might be catching a life on a repeat because you're going to have to take these old sayings and you're going to have to use them in your life. You have to, you know what I'm saying? All these great sayings come from all of humanity, Jesus and God. Some of the apostles, some angels put in on this, but all of humanity has put in on this. Now, the next saying, and it comes directly from the word of God, is a fool and his money are soon departed. That's true, family, because look at the rappers, family. Look at the people who win the lotto, family. The man, he won $50 million in the lotto. A year later, family, he was broke, family. He was on welfare. He was asking for the SNAP program. He was looking for a men's shelter to get in. What is the old saying? A fool and his money are soon departed. How many people have you watched come into money and they don't think so wellly? I'm not going to call them a fool. I can call them stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible says not to call no man or no woman a fool. So I won't say that. I will say that they're stupid though. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you have good money? Look at people, family. Look at people when they get their tax returns. Do you think they will spend that money on things that they will need for the next year? Family, their whole cell phone bill is only $1,000. They got a tax return of $5,000. You mean to tell me they couldn't take $1,000 and just pay their whole cell phone bill off the whole year? Their car insurance is only $895. You mean to tell me they couldn't take part of their tax return and spend it on their whole insurance? This is what we're talking about. What did you see them do with their money? They went out there buying all them clothes, taking all them trips, buying all that food, and now they broke. Now they sitting up here talking about, oh, I don't know how I'm going to pay my cell phone bill. Negro, you just had $8,000. I'm saying, hold on. I don't know how I'm going to pay my car insurance, but I sure look good, Joseph. I sure look good, Joseph. See, you see? It's a damn shame, family. It's a damn shame. So I suggest any of my brothers and sisters, when you get a come up and you get some extra money, I'm already going to tell you to tithe. I'm going to tell you that, even though a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but I want to see you blessed and I want to see the doors of heaven opened up. I want to see the windows in heaven open up and God rushing down all his blessings on you like the flowing of water, like the flowing of the water of a river on the brooks of the rocks, family. That's how I want to see you blessed. But if you ain't tithing, I don't know if that's going to happen to you. If you all stingy and you don't want to give out in the world, not only do you got to tithe and sow, but you have to give, family. And you have to give willingly. I don't know if them angels is going to bless you out there in the streets like that, because they speak. When you bless an angel out in the world, he's going to cast some people would call it a spell, but he's going to put a blessing over you right in there. And that stuff is going to manifest. But, you know, my brother on the side, no, it's not, Joseph. No, it's not, Joseph. I don't believe in God. And, you know, Joseph, I sit up here and I got a baby look at life, and I'm not going to take God serious. That's why I'm never blessed. You see what I mean, family? Do you see what I mean, my brothers and my sisters? Okay, what's the old saying? A fool and his money are soon departed.
What is that, man? Ain't nothing but a piece of paper, brother. Made from wood with some ink on it, a dead cracker on it. Some numbers on it, some symbols on it. You gonna kill flesh and blood over some damn paper. You crazy as hell. Get you a gun. Take her out! What you need, man? I need some money. Not running all out this damn room. Hands shaking. I give you the money, brother. You don't have to kill me for no damn piece of paper. Then let some cracker judge put you in jail for the rest of your natural life over some damn paper. It's not your fault. It's the fault of this crooked world.
Now, it's true what he said. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what these people will do for money. They will kill, steal, and destroy. They act just like their father because their father do the same thing. And you know, some of our people is going to lift and promote that all the way up to the high heavens. But it is true, family. People that don't know how to strategize, people that don't know how to save, people that are not frugal, people that don't know how to stretch a dollar bill. All these people always be broke. You know what I'm saying? And they always, oh, Brother Jehoshaphat, can I borrow a couple dollars? No, because if I save you today, I'm going to have to save you tomorrow. And last time I let you borrow money and then you act like you never want to pay me. It's a damn family. It's a damn shame when you could pay somebody. Well, you're not paying them. You letting them borrow something. I know what Jesus said. When you borrow, don't expect to get it back. But damn, family, damn, I want my money back. You know what I'm saying? It's a damn shame. That's why Jesus said that. Don't borrow money expecting to get it back. See it as a blessing. But you ain't, family. You ain't gonna come up over here, you know, borrow some money from me, and then you gonna sit up there and ask me like you ain't never borrowed no money from me before. Hold up. I got a mental note. And on my notes, and my mental says you owe me $15. Hell no, family. Hell no. And they be like, oh, Jehoshaphat, you so cold. This is why a fool and his money is departed from. Now, the next one. What next? Coming around the corner. Oh, Jehoshaphat, I just need a little $2 so I can get a soda. Man, I want you to be thirsty, man. Oh, Jehoshaphat, I need just $5 so I want you to starve, brother, because you're a user and abuser of people in the world. If you let them, family, they will use you. If you let them, family, they'll just keep on abusing you, family. I'm just letting you know. They get over on these things. They look at people like me and they think that we're suckers. They think inside of their head that I don't see them for what they are. Oh, Jehoshaphat got kindness. I could just play him like a fool. Oh, Jehoshaphat got kindness. I'm just going to play him like an old banjo. Playing Jehoshaphat. Playing. Nah, family. Nah, hell nah, family. It's 2026, family. We ain't even doing that, family. This ain't that party, family. Okay. The next one is. So I understand when they say a fool and his money are so, I understand why God says that. Okay, the next one that's on the list is a friend in need is a friend indeed. What the hell does that mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest, family. I don't know, family. My circle is real. It's real small. And then I don't hesitate when it comes to helping anybody, family. You know what I'm saying? If I see you in help, I'm going to try to help you if I can help you. If I can't help you, I can't help you. I'm not going to lose no sleep about it. I'm not going to feel bad about it. Oh, darn, I wish I would have had help them. If I can, I will. If I can't, I will not, family. I will not. I'll drop right by you. I'll walk right by you, family. Like I can't do nothing. You got it. You got 4 other people up in here helping you. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Walk right by you, family. But if it ain't nobody there and you can't count on nobody, I'll be there for you. You know what I'm saying? That's some real talk. So what is the old saying? Okay, we talked about it. A dog is a man's best friend. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. A cat may look at a king. We talked of a bird in the hand is worth 2. I'm going to be using that all this year, family. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. It sounds like some gangster stuff. You know what I'm saying? A bad workman blames his tool. Y'all know how I feel about that. A penny always turns up. That just makes me want to put in the other saying in it. A penny earned is a penny saved. What does that mean? Just like God said, if you want to save a lot of money, all you got to do is start with a little bit, family. Put a little bit on here, put a little bit on there, put a little bit back over here, put a little bit back over there. And when you look up, you're going to have a fortune. Bad excuses is better than none at all. I heard that, family. You better come up with something, brother. I'm late, Jehovah. I'm running late on the job, Jehovah. You better come up with something, brother. Oh, Jehovah, I accidentally. I burned out her wig, Jehovah. I burned down her wig, Jehovah. Sister, you better come up with something. You know what I'm saying? You better come up with something. Okay, now where was we at? Okay. A friend, yeah, that's where we was. A friend in need is a friend indeed. What the hell does that mean? I don't know.
So, check this out. I've literally been decorating for Christmas for 2 whole weeks. I've been trying to get up and get myself together. But this TV got me in a chokehold. Taking care of Cassie, taking care of Kano, nursing this poor little sick shoulder. Send help. Oh, and I also need ideas on how to decorate my cabinets for Christmas. Thanks.
Okay, that was the best one that I could find. So I'm pretty, okay, I'm kind of confused. Maybe y'all can help me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't get it right. And you can help me, brother. You can help me, sister. But from my interpretation of what the sister said is you putting out help with people and you spreading yourself real thin. You know what I'm saying? You spreading yourself really thin and you helping everybody. And then there's always somebody there that needs your help, but then they never help you. So what I learned is I'm not going to spread myself thin. I'm not going to do that. Jehoshaphat not going to be to the east, to the south, to the west, to the north, and then meet you right back in the center again. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I can only help right now. I can only help the south and the west. I'm not worried about the north or the east. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That same person that I continue to help. Now, when I reach out my hand and I need some type of assistance and they don't help me, I'm going to cut them off. That's my interpretation. I want to know what your interpretation is. And I want to know, does this old saying still apply to this day, to 2026? Look at what the old saying is. A friend in need is a friend indeed. I really don't know what that means right there. You know what I'm saying? All my friends, they constantly going to be asking me for my help. They not my friend if they don't ask me for help. They not my friend unless they're not in need. I really don't understand what that says. But I'm not going to be spreading myself thin. And if I help the person and they don't want to help me back, I'm cutting them off. Now, here's another one. A friend to everyone is a friend to no one. What the hell does that mean to you? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't find nothing visual for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm asking you, brother. I'm asking you, sister. I don't understand what it means. I could tell you what I think it means. A friend to everyone is a friend to no one. Meaning that person is going to help everybody, but they're not going to have anybody in their circle like that. And I conceive myself to that, to a certain aspect of my life. I can say, yeah, I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? I be helping people. And then when it's time, I don't see nobody coming up over here to help me. I can say that. But is that the true and depth of what the meaning is? A friend to everyone is a friend to no one. Is that somebody that can blend into anywhere at any time, at any given place? I can consider myself to be that as well, because I can blend into anywhere. I fit in anywhere I go, family. Anywhere I go, family. Unless it's too much evil in there, then I got to get up out of there. Okay, now what the next one is: a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. A lot of people, they don't want to take that step. They don't want no new creations because they're scared of the hard work. They're scared of the hard time that they've got to put into whatever it is that they're trying to overcome or trying to obtain in life. Now, for example, he wants to be a doctor, but he doesn't want to go to doctor school for no 12 years to be certified. Does not, you know what I'm saying? Does not. At this saying, this prevents a lot of different people in life. I have watched so many different younger people, and they give up on life in their 14, 15, 16, 17, because the steps that they have to take to prepare themselves is too much for them. They're not willing to go through the grueling hours to go back to school, to get get their credits, to do their community service, to get a job, to clean themselves up, to get off the block. So a lot of different people look at the steps that they got and it stops them, you know what I'm saying, for doing something better in their life. But it's a new year, brother. It's a new year, sister. You could do whatever you want to do this year. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever as long as you're willing to start and you don't give up.
You're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road.
Failure gives you two choices. You stay down or you get up.
Stop worrying about what other people think about you and be sure that you think correctly about yourself.
When it feels scary to jump in, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you're...
Remember, if y'all actually show love on this video and I see that y'all are interested in it, it's so many old different sayings. It's thousands of them. You know what I'm saying? People been on the earth for a long time, family. And if I really looked at it, it's probably 1 million old sayings. I'll go over all of them for y'all if y'all want me to, if y'all show love on the video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, family. All that good stuff.
Staying in the same place your whole life.
People's opinion of you is none of your business, nor should you make it yours.
The key factor for me wasn't whether or not I was ready. It was the fact that if I wasn't ready, I was determined to figure out how to get ready.
Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams.
Okay, I believe that old saying, you know what I'm saying? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So many different people, they know the journey that they got to take out in life, but they scared to take that first step. Some of them are lazy. Some of them don't have any confidence. Some of them don't have any will. They don't have no drive inside of them. And just like I was preaching to y'all last week, whatever you plan to do, don't tell them people, because you're going to actually accomplish it. And you're going to make them mad at you and jealous of you, that the things that you seek for out in this life, you're going to put your best foot forth and you're going to conquer and bring it into dominion of your own very self. You're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah, Jehovah. Sister, I said, can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah, Jehovah. Okay, that's what I'm saying. All glory given unto the Most High Yah. Now, the things that we said in this life, whatever it looks like, I got so much stuff on my list that I want to see good happen to me this year, but I'm going to have to put my greatest foot forth. I'm going to have to straighten up my back. I'm going to have to put strength in my shoulders, and I'm going to have to march out there in that life. I'm not going to tell nobody, family. And the people that I do tell, they're going to help me. You know what I'm saying? The people that's in my inner circle that I will tell, they're not going to be jealous. They're not going to be envious. They're not going to be gossiping on me. They're not going to be backbiting. They're not going to stab me in the back, then pull out the damn knife and then stab me in the back again. They're not going to do me like that. What they will do to me is help me in my endeavors. Doesn't take money. Sometimes it just takes somebody listening. Sometimes it takes somebody voicing their opinions to insert a new thought that you ain't never had on your situations and how they look. That's my inner circle. They're going to help. All them other people, they just going to see me shining. All them other people, they're going to see me flying. All them other people are going to see me coasting. Can't stop me. Now, so I believe that. I believe that. Okay, the next one that I don't have a visual for is a little learning is a dangerous thing. Do I have a visual for it?
Friends, on snippets of life's lessons.
Remember the old saying, we just left a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Now, this is the next one. A little learning is a dangerous thing. I believe it because God warns us. I'm not stupid. I listened to what your father said. He said, the more knowledge you gain, the more you're going to hurt in this world. You got to do everything in moderation. So when I give y'all scriptures and I preach to y'all, I learned. I only preach to y'all for like a couple of days out the week. And then the rest of the week, I just play with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to jam pack you with information that, okay, you need that information, but you just don't need it now. And if I give you that information, it's going to end up hurting you in the process because you know something that you was not supposed to know. It came before your time. So when you look at me and you look at me ministering and preaching to y'all, you got to catch me on some of my lives as well. I only do it precept upon precept, line upon line, strip upon strip, here a little bit, there a little bit. I only give you a little, you know what I'm saying? It's consistent though, you know what I'm saying? I give you a new word consistent, but it's only so much to where you can hold on to it, you know what I'm saying? And you can fathom and you can generate your own thoughts on how you feel about the matters of any subject that I place before you. But I know for a certainty, the more you know is the more you hurt in this world. I will not sit up there and take my word of the word of God and just read it constantly and constantly and constantly and constantly. That's going to hurt me, family, because I already know too much. You know what I'm saying? The more you know in this world is the more hurt that you. Some people, they say to be naive is to be innocent, to be oblivious of certain things that happen, to be naive of something. It helps. It's a certain saying that they say, you know what I'm saying? To not know is better than knowing. That's what some of the people say. And to a certain degree, it is true, because the more that you don't know, it doesn't affect you like that. You know what I'm saying? You never thought about it. So why would that affect you? You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about these things, but we have to know all of the things. It's just a certain time and place, a certain time and place. Maybe the information that I have for some of the young people, they won't really need it until they're 40. That's why I have to preach and minister the way that I preach. God, he taught me line upon line, strip upon strip, here a little bit, there a little bit. Not so much of just jam packing the Bible on you like that. That's why I give you a little bit of meat, a little bit of a burger, a little bit of steak. Sometimes I got some milk for you. Sometimes I just got bread. Sometimes I got some donuts. As long as I stay consistent in the word, for when you need this knowledge, it'll be there and you can bring it back into remembrance. Like, okay, I did know that. Okay, I'm going to have to protect myself, because a lot of the knowledge that we know is for preservation and for tools to help us in life. Now, the saying is a little learning is dangerous things. What does that mean?
Today, I'd like to let you know that a little learning is a very dangerous thing. Until you finish the process, you will not get the full and the complete picture of what you are about to embark on. Are you in school? You need to be there for the 4 years to get all that is required for you to perform effectively. Are you learning a trade? You need to be there. If it's for 6 months, be there for 6 months. Do not just do 3 months and feel, I've learned enough and I can go. No, there's so much more to learn. It is a very dangerous thing to think you know it all when you don't. Because when the challenge comes, when life comes, you will notice that you falter. You will notice that you made a mistake, and then it might be too late. Be patient. Learn all that is required so that you can excel when the time of testing comes. Hello?
Oh, brother, thank you for coming to the show today to educate me. I know you help some of my other brothers and sisters out in the world, but I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Don't start something that you ain't gonna finish. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit up here and start something that you yourself is not going to finish and then act like you know all about it. It is better to start something and make it all the way to the end. I get it. That still holds water to this day. Now, I got a couple more. And I got one more. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all alone for today. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings be to your day. Love your God. Cherish your God. Love people. You know what I'm saying? Love people. God put a word in you, brother. God put a word in you, sister. And that word is to revive those people in your family and your friends back to life. By you being saved, by you standing on God's foundation of all his laws, his statutes, his limitations, and his truths, is going to save your whole family and ensure the hands of God will always be there when you need them. Will ensure that the hands of God will always be wrapped up on you, your health, your home, your job, your finances, your mind. As long as you can give God what is his, and that is you. You are God. So you have to give him yourself. They say you need to put God first. What does that mean? Giving God yourself? Giving your whole self to God? That's what it means. And all that you do. And it is easy because God wants us to live our lives the way we live our lives, but to keep him in mind in all that we do. We're not going to disrespect him in anything that we do. So this is easy for us. This is a cakewalk. Now, thank you, brother. Thank you for coming to the show this morning, Tom. Thank you for coming to the show this morning, Tom. The last one that I will visually show. Okay, I got that one. Let's go over some of the ones that I'm not gonna show a visual for it because I don't think that I have it. I studied for this. And I did a lot. I wrote all my notes out and I was looking on the internet. I did a lot of study before I even came up here today to show you these things. You know, this ain't no flyby operation. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the best things happen overnight. This ain't it, family. It takes time, family. So I researched all of it. I looked it all up. I brought it all up. And I even brought visual impaired so you could see what the hell I'm talking about. But a lot of these sayings, I didn't have nothing to really to show you in the background. So let's just go over them. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That holds it. You know these people, family, they're assholes, family. They walk around like they got some sticks stuck up their anus, family. They really do, family. You see them on the job. All they do is work. They're mean. They're horrible. They don't have no life like that. They don't have no personality to where they can open up to people after a period of time. So when it says all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, I really mean that. My whole life doesn't consist to just going to work. Okay, all things come to those who wait. Can you imagine that, sister? Now, you know your Lord, he said you got to search, you got to look, you got to knock on the doors, and you got to ask. And those things will be brought for you. But part of that, of what the Lord say, you searching, you looking, you knocking, you got to wait. So when they say all things come to those who wait, I believe them. But Jesus told us the first thing, we got to look, we got to ask, and we got to knock on those doors for all things that come to those who wait. Okay, let's moving forward. All roads lead to Rome. I really don't know what that means. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you, you know what I'm saying, and be like, oh, I know what it means. I don't know what that means. If you know what it means, can you put it down in the comments? Okay. All the world loves a lover. They do, family. They really do. Because when you love people, it comes back when you need it the most. Love will always be around. Love will never turn its back on you. I put so much love into people that when I need the love, it always comes back to me when I need it the most. Always, family. So when they say all the world loves a lover, they do, family, and that love will come back to you when you need it the most. When you all ran out, family. Okay, all roads lead to Rome. I don't know what that means. All hands on deck to the pump. Sometimes, family, you got to do some overtime for your job, people, family. Sometimes you got to run that extra mile for them people. Sometimes you got to run that extra mile in your own life. Sometimes you got to get dirty and put in your overtime work in, your hard work in. So I believe that all hands on deck. to the pump. That's all of it. Sometimes we got to get cold with it. We got to get greedy with it. We got to pull out that hard work. Okay, all good things must come to an end. That's sad, family, but it's true. That's why I make sure it's like the story of the ant and the grasshopper. The ant in the wintertime stored up all of the food, and when the winter came, it was the end of the good times. The winter came. They were cold, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no food outside, but he stored all of the food inside of his nest while the grasshopper played around and jumped around all winter long. And when the winter time came, he didn't have nothing and he starved to death. So when the saying is all good things must come to an end, I believe that, family. I truly do. Okay, all good things comes to him who waits. Okay, we did that. We got the Lord. He asked us. He said, you got to look for the things that you want. You got to ask for the things that you want. You got to knock on those doors and you have to wait. So, yeah, all good things come to him who wait. That still carries water here in 2026. OK, adversities make strong bedfellows. Why I believe that? Because you and your partner, you and your girl going through tough times make it better from when y'all go through other tough times. Sister, you and your man together, when y'all go through tough times, that strengthens your relationship. And y'all be able to be handling any adversities that ever come along y'all way because y'all made it through the hard times together. So when the old saying says, where was I? Adversities make stronger bedfellows. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. Okay, now the next one. Actions speak louder than words. I believe that, family. You can say whatever you want to say, but will you do it? God said, let your yes be a yes and your no be a yo. No, I see people all the time. They sit up there and say all this stuff, but they ain't going to do nothing that they said about. So when the old saying in the world is actions speak louder than words, I don't care what you say. What the hell are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? Okay, accidents will happen in the best regarded families. I believe that. Okay, absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. I believe that. Okay, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I got a visual for that. Let's get back into this, family. I got one more. I got one more that I wanted to end with. And we did it. A penny saved is a penny earned. A picture. We already know the old saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, because all them people got fired on the job. All it took was one picture of them sleeping on their break. One picture of them sticking money or sticking some equipment in their pocket. Them leaving from work earlier. A picture is worth 1,000 words. All these sayings is good. I'm trying to say to you. Okay, let's just go to this last one and I'll leave y'all alone. Okay, now the old saying from the visual that I got. Okay, where is it at? A friend to every, we did that one. A friend to a man can make, where was I at? The dog is the best friend. I said that one. Where was it at? Let me find it. My bad. Okay, here it go right here. A leopard cannot change its spots. That's why I want you to clean your house today and cut off certain people in your life, because they're never going to change. I can forgive these people. I forgive all the people in 2025 that did me wrong, and I pray for them. But do you think that I would be stupid enough to let them come back into my life and trample me down underfoot even more? I've already seen the devil come out of them. I already seen them be used by the devil. I already seen their corruption. I already seen their manipulation. I already seen their abuse. Already seen all of their struggles and how they use people. So when they show you that they're the damn leopard, know that they can't change their ways. I got to get going. Peace and blessings be upon your day. Glory, glory to the eternal living God.